something really weird is happening with Zootopia 2, because the movie comes out in just a couple of weeks, and I am 100% convinced Disney deleted the original villain from the movie. The mysterious cloaked figure we all saw in the very first teaser trailer, that character has completely disappeared, and what I'm about to show you makes it basically impossible for them to still be in the film. So the very first time we ever saw this character was 5 months ago, in the original teaser trailer. Nick, Judy, and Gary are outside, and then we see the cloaked figure standing there completely staring at him. Nick, Judy, and Gary all look terrified, and the way they react makes it super clear this was meant to be the villain. This wasn't some random background character. That scene was dramatic, it was framed like a reveal, it looked important. But here's the crazy part. That was the first and last time we ever saw them. Disney released trailer after trailer, promotion after promotion, and that character never appeared again. Not even for one scene. And in animation, scenes don't just accidentally disappear. If something's missing from every later trailer, it usually means it's gone. Now this is where things get serious. Every time a Disney movie releases the toys, costumes, merchandise, and especially the books spoil absolutely everything, and Zootopia 2 is no different. There were already books released for this movie, and guess what? The mysterious figure is not in any of them. Zero, nothing, not even a mention. And when I tell you these books spoil absolutely everything that happens in the movie, I mean it. They reveal the villain, they show why reptiles have been banned from Zootopia, everything, literally everything that happens in the movie is spoiled in one book. And it's not just for Zootopia 2. Almost every Pixar and Disney movie is always spoiled by a book. And meanwhile, the other characters, like the reptiles, everyone, they're all included. The books even lay out the villain's motivations. And don't worry, I'm not spoiling any of that here. But this cloaked villain completely erased. You do not cut a major character out of the merge unless they don't exist anymore. If the mysterious character is gone, who's the villain now? Well, all signs point to the Lynx family. They're in every trailer, they're in all promotional material, they're shown constantly.
I want the fox and rabbit gone.
Sorry, could you show me that clip again? Wasn't wearing my glasses.
I want the fox and rabbit gone.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're good guys. Everything lines up with them being the true villains. And if that's the case, then it makes sense why Disney would remove the cloaked villain. Because the Lynx characters replaced him. Here's where it gets interesting. Why remove a character who looked so cool? A cloaked villain in Zootopia. That would have been insane. Maybe he didn't fit the tone. Maybe he made the story too dark. And honestly, maybe he was too dark for the story. In the movie, it was actually planned that the cloaked villain would actually kill another animal. That's pretty dark. Or maybe his storyline was too complicated. Or maybe in early screenings people were confused by him. So Disney scrapped him, deleted him, and rewrote the villain role for someone else. It happens more often than people think. Pixar and Disney cut characters during late production all the time, but usually those deleted characters never show up in marketing. This one did, in the teaser trailer, and that's why it's so bizarre. Now yes, I'll be fair. This is a tiny chance the figure is still in the movie. They could be saving the reveal. They could have asked merchandise companies not to include him, so the surprise isn't spoiled. But let's be honest, Disney never does that. Disney always shows their villains. They always spoil things in merchandise. The fact that not a single book, toy, plush, sticker, coloring page, or trailer includes him, that basically confirms he's gone. And if he is in the movie, it'll probably be like a 5-second cameo and nothing more. Because let's be honest, Disney loves doing that. They create a ton of merchandise for a character who's only in the movie for 5 seconds. If they did that in Zootopia 2, that would not surprise me. So remember how the very first teaser basically treated this cloaked figure like the main character? That's exactly how Disney normally teases their villains. One quick dramatic shot and boom, the whole fan base is talking about it. But if this character really was deleted from the movie, then what does that mean for the story we're actually getting? The first Zootopia had a huge twist villain. So if the cloaked figure is gone or barely in the movie, then Disney might be shifting their storytelling style for Zootopia 2. They might not want a mysterious masked figure. Instead, it looks like they're building the story around something a lot more personal. The Lynxley family, the reptiles, and how all animals fit into Zootopia's world. And honestly, if you look at the trailers carefully, that's exactly the direction they're pushing. The marketing isn't focused on this one big evil shadowy guy doing evil villain things. It's focused on the reptiles versus other animals, the laws, the fear, the way animals are reacting to Gary just existing in the city. That seems to be the true conflict now. So if the cloaked villain really was cut or pushed to the side, then maybe Disney wanted less of an action villain and more of a social villain, like a system, a family, or a group that's making decisions that affects everyone. And that would actually line up with the merchandise. Almost every toy, book, and promotional image is centered around the Lynxley family. They're everywhere. It's a family, a group of them. And the Lynxley family seems like they're working with the mayor, which means they're pushing for more social villains. Meanwhile, the mysterious figure? Zero mentions, not a single frame after that teaser. Disney hasn't said a word about this character since the teaser dropped. They didn't mention him. They didn't talk about the scene. They didn't expand on it. And Disney is usually very intentional about that stuff. If a character matters, they hype them up. If a character doesn't matter as much, they just pretend they never existed. So yeah, I think Disney deleted the mysterious Zootopia 2 villain. And honestly, it's very disappointing. That character looked awesome, and I really wanted to see what role they were supposed to have. But hey, I hope I'm wrong. I hope when the movie comes out, we all sit there shocked, because he shows up. But based on everything we've seen, I doubt it. Let me know what you think. Did Disney delete this villain, or are they hiding something huge? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, take care.